All right, we're going to get right into it.
And that happened to me when I studied abroad in Ecuador for a couple of months. And oof, oof. There were a lot of race related things that happened to me on this trip because I was the only black person and one of only, I think, three people of color on this trip. Three? Actually, now that I think about it, it was me. There was a girl who was a Mexican. There was a guy there who was Puerto Rican. And the only other minority there was a white liberal lesbian. But I digress. The story's not about them. While I was studying abroad, I wasn't like doing it on my own or, like it was through the school, but we had host parents. And I got paired with a really sweet older lady, and her name was Irlanda. Loved her. Absolutely loved her. She was marvelous. But I do remember one of our very first conversations that we had when I got there, and it was about my boyfriend. She had asked if I had had somebody back home, and I showed her a picture. At this time, I was dating someone who was biracial. His mother was black, his father was Indian, and he was about my skin complexion. I showed her the picture, and she looks at him, and then she looks at me. She looks back at the picture, and then she's like, no, 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 no. And I'm confused. I'm like, what? Like, why would she say something like that? She then tells me that she thinks he's really handsome, but that I can't marry him and that I can't have babies with him because, and please don't come at my Spanish. My Spanish isn't as good as it used to be. But she said, mejorar la raza or mejorando la raza. And I was so confused because at the time my Spanish was good. That was the whole point of me studying abroad, was that it was going to be my minor. And what she had said, literally translated in my head, was better the race. And I was confused as to why she would say something like that to me or what it even meant. And so I asked her for clarity. She broke it down and basically explained to me that because he was a dark skinned man and that I was a dark skinned woman, that we shouldn't be together because it would then produce dark skinned children and that wouldn't be advantageous to me.
So you heard us say,
All right, there you go. There you have it. Inside other cultures, non-white cultures. So right now we're not even talking about white cultures, but in the news today, you see what's going on. You got the riots. That's a hard word for me to say. I don't know why, but all the R words and V words are hard for me to say. But you got the protests and the riots going on. And there's a lot of Latinos that are calling out for the black community to come out and support and get out, be out there. Well, one thing that other races, you Asians, you Eastern Indians, you Latinos, all you other races don't realize what happened in the United States. Your racism, like even with me, I grew up and I'm a darker skinned Latino. I would be considered an Afro Latino. I suffered so much racism from you lighter skin. The lighter skinned Latinos are almost just as worst as a racist white person. I was one time at a party at my friend's house, and they're Honduran. And this guy was there, and he was a lighter skinned Honduran. And he ended up slyly trying to call me the N word. He had already called me the N word before I got there. He knew I was coming. Him and I almost got into a fight because I was getting the attention from the females in there, and he didn't like it. But this guy was racist. Like, seriously, I felt like he could have been a Klan member, basically. So what you guys fail to realize is your freedoms and you being able to go to college and school and not be looked down on as your darker skinned brothers and sisters. This was our history. It's the civil rights movement. And we already did our fight. We did our fight for you guys as well. And the thing is that you want us to join this fight, but we've been asking you guys to join our fight for the longest time, and y'all didn't bat an eye. So what's going on right now, it's on you guys. It's something that you're going to have to do on your own because we really don't have we don't have a foot in the fight. So when it comes to racism, I think that if you're listening to this and you're of other nationalities or you're a Latino, or maybe your parents taught you to be racist towards black people, maybe now is the time for you to re-educate your family that have told you these lies and to be racist towards us when the only reason why you're in America right now is because of black people. And the only reason why you got the freedoms that you have is because of black people. So I do digress. I rest my case. Take care.